this is going somewhere. Here to talk a little about our flip today. Pete and I spent like a couple hours, just picked a few samples, checked them out, and then made a couple beats with them. The records that we got today actually came from a crate of like, I don't know, like 50, 60 records that I let Pete borrow from just records I bought back in the day. This record I use is Walter Jackson Feeling Good record. It's funny, we caught it. I actually had written in red Sharpie on the back about like samples that I thought were good back in like 2017. Oh, like good samples, wow, like kind of cool, like a nostalgic vibe. We ended up checking these out. So I'm gonna get into just basically talking a little bit about showing you guys like what I did for the beat.
Oh, I got it. And this one makes me.
I started with some chops that I didn't really like too much, but it was enough to kind of build the beat around. And then I went to the drums. I set up my kicks and my snare in 8-bar loop, and I played them live, no quantizing or anything, but I played it with the original sample chops I made. And I kind of didn't have the snare consistently hitting on the 2 and the 4, so it's kind of like you expect it to hit and then it doesn't.
I've got it so bad. Oh, I got it. I've got it. Oh, I got it.
So it kind of just leaves you like waiting for it to happen. So there's some good consistency there. And I basically re-went through my sample chops, came up with a new pattern. That's kind of where I built my entire beat from there.
Makes me explode, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately.
Started adding in, this is kind of the typical going somewhere approach. Did the sidechain compression, giving away some gems right now, by the way. Sidechain compression over the sample, kick, snare, and then from there I go to the hi-hats. I got the hi-hat pattern in there. I added some layers. Then I got the bounce, rider, a blop, which we're not gonna talk about that. The blop might be the best part. It's this weird little noise in the recording. It just hits at the perfect pocket. It just brings a flavor to the beat that it wouldn't have been there without it. Then I got some bongos and I ended up putting some shakers in there, and the shaker I used added some crazy swing. Here's a fun thing I like to do, and I'll tell you real quick. I basically went to the sound effects component of the London Grid expansion, and there's probably like 30 different sound effects in there. I dragged and dropped 7 different sound effects, and I let the beat play while it's recording. I put the loop on 32 bars, and while it's playing, I play the sound effects in real time. So every now and then you have a random sound effect pop up, which also gives the beat some variation. I put some swells and risers. Pete called it ear candy. I like that. Some fun vocal chops. Same approach with the sound effects. Just kind of like pepper them throughout the beat where you see fit, and then adjust the volume to have it accommodate the beat. Yeah, that's pretty much the beat. And then when it all came together, it sounds like this.
I've got it so bad. Oh, I got it so. I've got it. Oh, I've got it so bad. Oh, I got it so. And this one makes me I've got it so bad. Oh, I got it so. I've got it. Oh, I got it. I've got it so bad. Oh, I got it so. And this one makes me explode, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately, and this one won't be anymore. We've all gone crazy lately. Feeling much more. Feeling much more. Makes me exposed. Feeling much more. Feeling much more. Makes me exposed.
So we chopped up something from Average White Band here, found a good sample, sort of built the foundation of the track off of that. same sample to build another almost layer on top of those chops for some variation, which you can hear. Sort of calling out some of those vocal steps. That's what I use those for. From there, sort of built out the drum. Started with the snare, just found one that sounded good, fit in the sample. Sidechain to have the original sample duck out when the snare hits so you can hear it. The kick and in the hat, I programmed those in and then use the delay feature here on Ableton to adjust where they're hitting and sort of dial in the swing, find the right pocket. On top of the drums, I added a couple layers of percussion. So we used all these different things here, this stuff. So you get to listen to that. And this, the shaker, just on top of it as well. It's new for me, but trying to use the microphone more, record some of the live percussion, and just see how it ties the beat together. Then yeah, finished it up, exported, ran it through the SP just for that compression, gluing it together and a nice layer of live effects, and call it a day. Yep. So, peace, thank you.
Before I even had made the beat, I actually just had the sample chops and the drum, the kick and the snare for about a solid 40 minutes. I wasn't even making a beat, I was actually rapping. But I wrote a 16 to this and it's awesome, it works so well with it. And then we tried it with Pete's beat and it actually worked as well. So like, who knows, we might drop both or something like that. So anyway, just going somewhere and that was my beat. Peace.
You only like it cause the song's loud. It's like I pass your table advertising to the wrong crowd. Try to give me tea, I'd like to see, but I've been bogged down. Playing fetch with bitches, that's gonna mean the dog down. Dog pound, lost the crib. I feel this pain in my stomach, it's like I lost a rib. But now I'm off the shits, feeling doper than you and every song that you did. Crazy, I go limited in my space, I feel darkness. Like recognize me receding, step back, LeBron James Harden. Think about that for a minute while I take incense and spark it. I got that pack on me always, I know myself and my garbage. Not every fucking rap you make has to be about a hardship. Die in my laundry, about the size of my harness to hold me back, cause I'm holding on to this magic. I guarded you shit on me as a kid, but I'm learning that you just farted. Buttery cocky like a chicken. I just need myself, I know my way. At least I think, cause I'm so struggling to harness all these waves. Right, yeah. Gotta learn how to be patient. It's like the sun and when it burns, I'm still in.
And this one more bit. Anymore, we've all gone crazy lately. And this one more bit. Anymore, we've all gone crazy lately. One more bit. Anymore, we've all gone crazy lately. And this one more bit. Anymore, we've all gone crazy lately. Feeling much more. Feeling much more. Makes me exposed. Feeling much more. feeling much more. Makes me exposed.